Hello, Bruins. If you've done any library research, you might have noticed an option called the Advanced Search. If you've clicked on this, you might have gotten a little overwhelmed by all the options you have available to you. This video will explain those options and give you tips for most effectively making use of the Advanced Search. There will be an Advanced Search present in most of the library databases, but I'll be showing this off in the library's main search today. To access this, you can actually go directly from the home page and click Advanced Search under the main search box. The first difference you'll see here is that you are automatically given multiple search terms. This allows you to get more specific if you have overlapping ideas. For example, I could search for vampires and Gothic if I wanted the overlap of those two ideas. I could search for vampires or vampirism if either of those terms would work for me. And I could do something like vampires, not Dracula, if I wanted to look into other versions of the story and exclude specifically Dracula. The options in this dropdown are called Boolean operators, and you can always use these Boolean operators in your search, whether that's in the library main search or on Google, by typing and, or not in all caps between whichever terms you're hoping to include or exclude. Scrolling down, we have a few filters right at the top that are most likely to be useful to you. For example, you can limit your search to things that are full text only. Ideally, what this does is only show you things we, as the library, have full text access to, not things we only have the summary or abstract for. In practice, this doesn't work 100% of the time, but it will filter out most of the things we don't have full text access to. So it's still worth clicking, even if you will still get some of those abstract only results. You can also limit to peer-reviewed only. This will limit your search only to articles published in peer-reviewed scholarly journals. So if you have an assignment that requires you to use a peer-reviewed academic or scholarly source, this is a quick way to limit to only those results, though it won't take into consideration things like books published by a university press, which would be considered to be scholarly or peer-reviewed, but which this filter will not be looking for. This next set of options is a little more confusing, and I'd recommend not using these most of the time. Catalog searches are library catalogs, so our collection of books and ebooks. Institutional repository is designed to search for things created by faculty members of the institution. EPUB ebooks could be helpful if you're looking specifically for ebooks, but there are other ways to filter for that. Available in the library collection will do something similar to full text only, and if you want to be thorough, you could select both of these. For location, these are going to be physical locations in the library. You don't need to worry about this most of the time unless you're being incredibly specific. If you wanted to see, for example, things that we keep behind the checkout desk, this would be a good way to filter just for that. Or if you wanted to see what books we have in our art book display section or in the oversized collection, you could do that. Most of the time, you won't have a reason to search this way, though. Next is the option to search within a specific journal. Again, there are times this might be helpful, but you don't need to worry about it most of the time. The publication date filter is very useful, especially if this is a requirement for your assignment. You can click one of the pre-selected options or create a custom range depending on what you need. The collection option is another one you won't really need to worry about. It breaks out different collections within our databases. Again, not something you'll be considering most of the time. Language may be helpful if you're getting a lot of foreign language results and would like to filter to English or whatever languages you speak only as your results. And finally, if you're looking for a specific author or title, you can type those into your initial search box, but for title in particular, it will sometimes yield better results if you put it in the specifically designated box. After filters, we have search options. If you have questions about these different search modes, EBSCO Connect page does explain more. Feel free to play around with these, but the defaults here are what you want to stick to most of the time. Publications does something similar to the journal search under filters, where you can search within specific publications, with this area giving you the option to search through more than one at once. And once you've gotten into your search results, if you want to return to the advanced search, you can either play around with your filters under all filters here, which will bring up this pop-up on the right with all of those filters listed, along with a few others like source type and location or geography, or you can go back to the advanced search page by clicking the option under the search box. If you have any questions about the advanced search or anything else related to library research, please don't hesitate to reach out to the library by phone, email, or by using the 24/7 chat on our website. Until then, thank you for watching and happy searching.